Welcome back, family. Welcome back to What's the Juice? That's the Juicy T 1111 energy. I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you so much for all the positivity that you pour and sow into the space. I am truly grateful. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. I am truly grateful. Let's tap in. I call upon the divine to surround me. I invite my ancestors, angels, guides, and protectors to stand with me and within me. No lower energy may enter this space or my temple. Only what serves truth, healing, understanding, and highest good is welcomed here, and so it is. Ashe. Okay, family. Mm. Yeah. There's some energy, but I'm not going to speak on it. Ooh. But then there's this energy of a career. Okay, whatever you're doing, uh, you are in alignment with your career. Okay, you could be concentrating on something pertaining to your career, or you could be learning a new trade here, I'm hearing, okay, or you could be actually, many of you, I don't know why I heard that, but you're tapping into AI and what it is and how it works for some of you, okay, but you're very focused on advancing no matter what it takes, okay. I feel like many of you are trying to see what the future will bring pertaining to careers, career wise, okay. Many of you could actually, make a career out of whatever it is that you are working on. You could be someone that is very tapped in. You could be a psychic, a medium. I'm hearing some for some of you. Some of you are definitely tapping back into the wild woman energy. I just heard. Okay. Yes. Okay. Somebody, when it came to your career, they could have tried to sabotage you too, quite often. For those of you who are resonating with it, all right. Somebody could have been deliberately, working to undermine your efforts and place obstacles in your path when it came to your career. Okay. For many of you, you feel this right now. A lot of people are feeling this way. This is the energy, though. A lot of people are feeling this way, especially for the ones who felt they had those jobs that just weren't going to go away. Everybody, many bodies tried to get into, federal government jobs, state jobs, stuff like that, right? But I feel like maybe that was the divine, divine intervention, as you can see what they are going through now. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, they're frustrated right now. Yeah. A lot of people are very irritated with what they cannot control. Somebody may want you to feel as bad as they do. Okay. I feel like this energy right here doesn't understand that you've been here. You've already gone through this many, many, many times over for some of y'all. Okay. For some of you, you're retired now. You're on a fixed income, but you have definitely gone through being sabotaged on your careers or in your jobs, okay? Whatever the career you were in, the career was sabotaged, and this was frustrating to you, okay? A lot of people now are in that energy where they are going through a time where, they are now, their foot is in your shoe. Mm, okay. Yeah. People, wow, this is nuts. Okay, there could be energies out here that are looking to start businesses or start some sort of career. They may be needing finances to do so. They could be researching, whatever type of loan they can get to start some sort of career here. You could be doing that. Somebody else could be doing that. This could be being discussed amongst people at this time. Yeah, somebody out here feels like somebody could be meddling though with this. They feel like, man, I just heard somebody can't get a loan for some sort of idea or something they want to do. They feel like there's somebody in the middle sabotaging this, a meddler possibly. I may step in and try to influence or control your life. I'm certain I know best. Okay, somebody out here is feeling like they could be being sabotaged, trying to get a loan to start something here. that would, get their, I feel like I'm speaking to an entrepreneur or something like that. You want to start a business or you want to do something and you need a loan to do it, but you feel like you're being sabotaged to do it. The loan is being sabotaged or paperwork is being sabotaged or you feel like you're being sabotaged. Hmm. This is frustrating to someone. Yeah. Yep. You could be feeling like, your idea is being exploited right now. You could be venting about it. You have negative feelings about it. Yeah, somebody could be, exploiting your ideas. I don't know if somebody went to a bank with an idea trying to get it funded. It says, I want to take advantage of your resources, connection, skills, and knowledge. This could be very frustrating to some of you too, because like you would have thought, y'all, look, I've done just about every industry except an armored truck or worked in a bank. Facts, okay? And therefore I feel, I'm somewhat resourceful, okay? But it was very frustrating because even, becoming, I don't want to say an entertainer, okay, but becoming a YouTube content creator, you would be surprised how much negativity people get hit with. And I feel like that negativity is really a reflection of who they truly are, whether it was in the job or not in the job. You see what I'm saying, family? So, like, you got to have thick skin because no matter what you do in this world, you're always going to have somebody, many bodies, okay, that are very envious and jealous of you. Okay, so let's just say you are in this energy of you have a great idea, or you know that you can provide jobs, or you could start some sort of career that could provide jobs, or whatever you want to do, you need a loan to do it. That energy of someone trying to sabotage or meddle with you, getting to where you need to be or where you want to be or whatever the case may be, okay? Just take it how it resonates, right? It's frustrating. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that. And sometimes, but I just learned I don't even care anymore of what anybody has to say or think of me because, for those of you that are going to resonate like this, you've always been the problem, right? Everybody's always viewed you in a negative light. So it just doesn't matter anymore. After so long, you just get used to it because you're like, okay, yeah, well, that's how you view me, but I know how the Most High God sees me as I was created in God's image, right? But there's an energy out here that could be frustrating someone, right? Because they want to exploit you. Hmm. Yeah, they want to take advantage of your resources, connections, and skills and knowledge. Okay, and that's very frustrating. Not only is that frustrating, but it's negative because it's like, there's nothing worse than a copycat. It's like, what you copying me for type energy. Now, I'm not saying me per se because YouTube is full of channels, okay? But I'm just saying you could be in the energy of where you are dealing with people that want to copy you, and it's like, what you want to copy me for, right? These are negative energies, okay? Somebody out here that's trying to sabotage something that you're doing, that they're a meddler. And it's a negative energy, yeah. They're hiding their true intentions and they don't actually care about your well being. That's negative energy, right? They could even be talking about it to others. Okay, I have a lot to say about a situation and I need a good listener. Okay, so you got people out here. I feel like I'm speaking to a channeler, I'm speaking to a reader. Okay, I'm speaking to a tarot card reader, and specifically I heard that. Okay, so you could have your own channel going on, but it's being hit left and right because you've got a lot of people out here that are jealous of you. Okay, somebody, you could have tried to get a loan before to start a career or to do something or to implement an idea. Okay, you needed a loan to start to implement an idea, but I can't make it up. Look what flipped over. Yeah, but you had imposters all around you. Hmm. Many of you had imposters around you. They weren't who you thought they were at all. These were the people that all they were doing was thinking of themselves with this apathetic here. They just wanted to remain focused on them. They didn't want you to get ahead of them. These are energies that are very deceitful. Imposters are deceitful. All they do is have ill intent and maybe, planning on ways to deceive you. So some of you could have been trying to go to a bank and get a loan, but, they just really wanted your idea for somebody out here. And you're starting to realize that, and you could have gave the bank your idea and they didn't want to fund you or give you the loan, and then all of a sudden now, boom, you seeing something pop up on a billboard and it was your idea for whoever that message is resonating with. Oh, yes. And oh, remember, it may not resonate with you, but it's resonating within the matrix somewhere. Okay. So somebody does see that, they're dealing with some people who are definitely always trying to sabotage and meddle with them, because they're very upset that you are in a comfortable place for once in your life. And I don't mean comfortable like that, family. I mean like you ain't having to deal with a lot of the negativity that you've dealt with for many, many, many years. It's almost like, for some of you, the ongoing, nonstop, obstacles, okay, not just obstacles, but things that you had to persevere through when you were working, okay. For some energies out here, you know what I'm saying, they're in a situation now where they're trying to build their selves up to move towards their dreams or their goals when it comes to a certain idea or career or endeavor. And they're being met. Some people are being met right now with the sabotage, meddler, apathetic energy. And I feel like Spirit is saying there's a closure to this, okay? There's going to be a closure to this energy that's out here. Because a lot of people are, starting to see just, how frustrating that could be. Especially if people just keep trying to exploit you all the time. You got closure in big favor, okay? So, yeah, it's time to, it says closure. It's time to resolve unfinished business and move forward in our lives, right? And I feel like this is a big favor that the divine is granting upon someone at this time. I'm looking for a significant assistance and large effort on my part or on your part. But I feel like this closure and this big favor is coming in because the divine has stepped in. The universe has stepped in. I can't make it up to support you through a chaotic time. I feel like the universe has stepped in to support you through chaotic times. It says, I am here to support and elevate you, okay? Expecting nothing in return. So this could be, the universe sending you earth angels or sending you energies that can help you through a chaotic period. I'm a magnet for trouble. It's not my fault I leave a trail of mayhem behind me. And I feel like this is okay. Listen, family, you could be I almost said a shapeshifter. Somebody out here is a shapeshifter, but you could be a trendsetter, okay? Or you could be somebody that I feel like you're a mover of things, okay? You move things, okay? And take this how this resonates. Now, this is not going to be everybody's message, but I feel like you're a mover and a shaker, okay? And when you have your mind set on something, or when you have a goal in mind, or when you are just trying to accomplish something, I feel like you definitely do that. All right. And a lot of people, don't understand that, but somebody here welcomes that energy because they know that this is, they see your determination. They see your perseverance. They see that you're a very persevering spirit. You're going to push through with diligence. And somebody is welcoming this energy. I offer an open door, a warm invitation to step into a space where you are embraced and valued. I'm telling you, somebody is like really seeing that you will persevere through storms. I feel like, this isn't just the divine watching and seeing this and your spiritual team seeing this, but I feel like there's somebody else that really sees the hard work that you put in, and the efforts that you put forth. And I feel like, they have seen you deal with a lot of mayhem. They have seen you deal with, I heard that, Spirit. Why do you want me to do that? Ugh. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me do this. Spirit said I messed. Okay, whatever. I feel like somebody is putting a closure to some things, and this could be a big favor for you. Maybe you asked the divine, you prayed about it, right? You asked for somebody to be support during a chaotic time in your life, and maybe this support is showing up now because they are welcoming the fact that you will persevere through the storms at 50, at 15, 53, 54, 55. Okay, you will persevere through a lot. Somebody is seeing that about you. You may have in the past, I heard in the past, somebody, you tried to get a loan or something to start something, and they tried to paint you out as being something you weren't, and then they came right behind you and impersonated you, and it was all deceit. Some of y'all might have a loan out there in your name that somebody else fucking got. Fuckers. Oops. Uh-oh. Let me stay in alignment. Ooh, you see where I get to acting. Yeah, it was about your status. They did this because of your status. Really, social standing and your social standing is very important. And somebody was only interested when it was elevating them, when it was going to elevate their image. So somebody out here, got in the way of things. Somebody's putting a closure to that because I feel like you have a status that somebody wanted. Take it how it resonates. Somebody just wanted your status. That's crazy. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, this was a collaborative effort to take your status. I promise you. So you are on a high, I don't want to say you're on a high horse, but you're on a high horse. Okay. And I don't mean like cocky kind of energy. I mean like, your status is up there. You may not know it, but I feel like if you are spiritually ranked high, as above, so below. So somebody wanted your status and it was a collaborative effort. I'm also hearing that, you know what I'm saying? Somebody feels that, you have been through a lot. You're very wise. That's why you have the status that you have, and they want to collaborate with you on something. Take it how it resonates. Tell me more about this status and collaborative effort here. Yeah, somebody feels that you're aligned. It says we are in alignment, or we are aligned in our purposes. Yes, look, somebody feels like you're very aligned with them, okay? And your status is a status that they would like to collaborate with, okay, in the future, okay? So something about your past intertwining, and it's destined here. It says our paths are destined to align through, though the purpose may not be clear, though the purpose may still be unclear, but it may not be clear, basically. But somebody feels that, something here, our family, I feel like, I don't know if you had some sort of a plan, a business plan or something, and you went to the bank, tried to do a loan, and they didn't want to help you. This could have even been a federal loan, a federal grant. I just heard, not a loan, but a grant. Okay, only take it how it resonates. But you saw something, or they saw something in your plan, and now they want to align with you. They know everybody you were meeting was unfriendly. It says, yeah, that's why, that might be why you kept your guard up and you just stopped, giving people your ideas. They stole them all, so fuck it. They see the shit though. They see it. But see, here's the thing that people need to really understand, family. See, when you come up with a concept, when you come up with an idea, you don't just come up with the idea for yourself. You come up with the idea for everybody in mind. So somebody is seeing that your plan, honey, whoever you are, who's resonating with this, sir, ma'am, masculine, feminine, divine mass, divine fem. Take it how it resonates, okay? Somebody is seeing that your plan is actually something that would really work. This came out in the reverse though, right? So it says keeping your guard up. We aren't friends and I may have a hostile attitude. Somebody is seeing that that's like really not who you are. For whoever you are, somebody is willing to support you because people tried to make you out to be something that's someone that's unfriendly, but you're not only not unfriendly, you're forgiving. You know how many plans I have seen of mine implemented and I was like, oh, they did that wrong. Because yes, they did that wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because see, family, there's something about, not trying to just rob people. Message. You can really do things without, robbing folk. And something about somebody finally realizing what numbers mean. Mm-hmm. Let's just say you had 700 houses and you did the rent anywhere between $1,000 and $1,300 a month. Hmm? See, a lot of people, they're just out for greed, but you have never been a greedy person. You're not a greedy person at all. Mm-mm. Because you know that greed, it's not a good thing to try to go to sleep on. I'm just gonna tell you, I'll be trying to sleep, okay? And yeah, you have a very clear consciousness when it comes to, or a clear conscience when it comes to a lot of stuff, okay? Because I feel like you always keep in mind community. At the bottom of the deck, go on, spirit. Yeah. This person sees that you are very aligned. It says here, we seem very aligned in a lot of ways. Let's find support within each other. I'm telling you. Like, you're not a greedy person. You're not about to be I feel like, whoever I'm speaking to, you could be a millionaire. Okay, now you may not be one now, but you could be a millionaire and no one would ever be able to tell type energy, because you realize that your money can't go with you. Now I have heard of people burying stuff with them and I was like, what? And I don't know how true that is. Y'all correct me, drop it in the comments if you know of people that done buried shit with them. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, well, why would you do that? Why not leave it to someone else to hopefully carry on the legacy? And if not, then shit, they can't say you didn't do something for them type energy, right? I feel like a lot of people have seen you go through, a lot of opposition with a lot of great ideas. And you may have had imposters come in and be deceitful and, get things in your name and loans in your name and be real deceitful and then go and implement your idea and totally cut you out. But you weren't bitter about it. You just moved on and picked up and did something else. Somebody's empathetic to that. They want to provide you some sort of emotional support out here and always try to understand you, because I feel like they have seen you go through a lot. Yeah. They know you're a gift. Like, I feel like you are a gift to humanity. Humanity. It says, I offer something from the heart and unexpected blessings to brighten your path. And I feel like somebody is coming in to offer you a gift because they know that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to do good or do right by this gift or by the people that this gift serves, or you're going to make good with this gift. Okay. And a lot of people could be, I heard that, I'll use that deck. Okay, that's fine. I'll use that deck. A lot of people out here could be upset about that because, shoot, I just heard that. Something about if you had the money to do it, you would show them better than you could tell them. Okay. Tell me more about these people with this career loan imposter and deceit energy out here, Spirit. What's going on with their energy right now? They seeing you glow up time. Shit, that's what it is. A lot of people out here are seeing how you have transformed and how you're more confident and you have this inner radiance about you. They see you about to glow up. Somebody knows you're about to glow up. And when I say glow up, I mean, like, family, yes, radiant, beautiful, inside and out, okay, vibrant, okay, abundant, inside and out. But also I feel like this glow up that's coming about has something to do with some sort of career path that you have in mind, okay? I cannot make it up. Somebody's soul is coming back online, okay? Your energy is definitely being returned to you. There is a significant alignment here with Source, with the Most High God. There's a spiritual reset that you are going through right now, and it's got a lot of people who sabotage you frustrated. They're upset about that, family, because I feel like they know they did some dirt. Okay. A lot of people know they did some dirt. Tell me more, Spirit. I cannot make it up. They know. They know that they tried to block your blessings, and this ended up coming back around. Now they're blocked and blessed. They're blocked and you're blessed. But it says blocked and blessed, okay? Boundaries, no contact and closure. Like, yeah, there was a lot of people that, they may have been trying to block your blessing. And now Spirit is saying, yeah, Spirit is coming in blocking them. There will be no contact, okay? This is the closure that you're receiving right here, is because, you were trying to go through the same main avenues that everybody else takes, but instead they were impersonating you and taking your ideas from you, implementing them, and then did a horrible job at it, okay, mind you. You're like, nah, that wasn't my idea, but okay. Right. Now you have somebody out here, what is this saying? Yeah, you know, this is where where somebody said you were unfriendly. This is where this unfriendly energy is at right now. You deleted me, okay? You cut somebody off, digital closure and cold exit. But I don't feel like you did that. You just was like, okay, it is what it is, and you moved on. But now they're feeling like they've been used and discarded here, okay? A lot of energies are feeling that way, okay? They could be feeling like they got used. I feel like there was a lot of energies that got used. A lot of people are starting to realize that them messing with you, um, like this, okay, it came back around to bite them. Now they're feeling like they've been thrown away, disvalued. And this is an emotional truth for many. I be saying what go around, come around. That's why I don't try to do people dirty. Ooh wee, because I know, boy. Have you ever noticed, family, if you do one wrong thing or do somebody dirty, how hard it comes back and hits you? It hits you 10 times harder than it does that other person. And I feel like that's because the divine is like, you know better. Somebody out here at the bottom of the deck want to rehearse. Wow, they're rehearsing the past over and over, looking in the mirror, wishing they hadn't done something. Damn. They're replaying what they did over and over in their head. And they are so guilty, and they know that they can only blame themselves. Gee. That's a bad, you know what? You know how we say don't beat yourself up? Somebody is really beating themselves up right now because they're rehearsing what they've done and they're seeing how it has come back on them. Mm-mm. Mm. Yeah. Now you're their obsession. Yeah, unhealthy attachment. They're fixated on you and they're not getting any peace. So somebody that really did you dirty, okay? Stole your idea, got the loan, implemented it, and now their life is falling apart and they are beating themselves up over this. Mm. To the point where they stalking your social media, okay? Watching, lurking, secretly obsessed. Look, this person is secretly obsessed. I'll put it there since that. This person is secretly obsessed. They have stalked and watched you so long because, see, what they did to you was they stole your idea and they felt that that was going to keep you down, but you are so divinely guided. You're so divinely guided. I mean, when I say you're divinely guided, you put your whole everything into the Most High God, the divine creator of all living things. That's what you do. And somebody is out here, even though they stole your idea and they got that loan and they impersonated you and they were deceitful and they sabotaged and they meddled and they were apathetic, you still got closure. And that frustrated them because they were definitely trying to exploit you for all of your resources and ideas and everything else. And that was just, negative energy. That's stealing. Like, what you gonna steal somebody's ideas for? But hey, that is this energy. I feel like this energy has always done that. At the bottom of the deck. Now they blocked AF because you've ghosted them. You've shut them out. You're no longer giving them any attention. You're no longer giving them any of your energy. And this energy right here is losing it because they know that somebody appreciates you and they want to collaborate with you in the future. And they're empathetic to your situation. And this could have been the big favor you've been asking the Most High God for. Is somebody to just support you through times of chaos where people were trying to paint you as being unfriendly and bitter and you're not. You just don't have time to be around energies that are. And somebody wants to welcome you possibly into a community. They look at you as being a gift. Maybe you're not just intuitive, but you're very knowledgeable of things. Something about you analyzing things from different perspectives that other people don't analyze things from. Yeah. And look, somebody knows, like right now, they can't even get your attention. They're going to be talking to the void here. They're feeling like they are left hanging. There's no reply. I feel like somebody here is wishing they had closure, but they're not getting it. Yeah, because you never showed up with your energy. You took your energy away. You moved down a whole different direction, a whole nother path, and somebody's sick about that. Because I feel like they felt they were going to be able to continue to just get things from you, unbeknownst to you. You might be somebody that just likes sharing your ideas with people and getting opinions on them. And this person was just right there to listen and run with everything you had. And now you're not doing that anymore. Yeah, temperance energy at the bottom of the deck. You've achieved an inner balance and an equilibrium in your relationships and life overall. They can't tap into that energy anymore. Somebody else has, though. Somebody else sees you. Look, somebody else sees that energy, okay? An exciting new journey begins. Embrace spontaneity and trust that this path will lead to personal growth. Mm. Yeah, there's a lover out here, family, that sees you. Okay? An important choice about partnership arises. Wow. Weigh your options fearlessly and stay true to your values, for the path you take will bring lasting impact. I feel like there's somebody that knows your struggle. They have been watching you and now they want to partner with you. They also could be a hermit. You may be this hermit. A period of solitude and inner exploration. Okay? Take time away to gain clarity and wisdom from within. And I feel like somebody is definitely giving you this time to gain clarity and wisdom for whatever it is that you have gone through. Because I feel like when they approach you, they want you to be, first and foremost, very discerning, not just falling for anything, but I feel like they want you to have a clear mind, body, and soul. Mm-hmm. Look, this person know you determined. They know you're determined. Okay, family? So I'm going to leave that message here. Take it how it resonates. I love you and the divine loves you. Let's close out. I release the weight of the matrix and its betrayal and deception. I stand rooted in my truth. I call my power, my peace, and my alignment with the Most High God back. I am whole, I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.